9-year-old boy, 10-year-old girl facing attempted murder and rape charges. And unfortunately, sadly, you have heard that right.
These kids are accused of violently attacking a little 5-year-old girl.
Bye. Off of that right there, again, allegations. But if the facts support a conviction on this, bye, Felicia. I don't care. 9, 10, 8, attack the 5-year-old girl. There is no age limit on evil and demonic nature. There's no age limit. A person can have a demonic, evil spirit at the age of 95, 25, 6. Like, I'm just saying, I know y'all always think I'm harsh, but I've seen the worst of the worst of the worst as an attorney. I've represented some people who did some heinous things, and this shit right here is ridiculous. And I have 100% no issue with how they're being charged. If this state is a state where this is a capital offense, to the victor goes the spoils. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Charges, and unfortunately, sadly, you have heard that right.
These kids are accused of violently attacking a little 5-year-old girl. First at 4, Aria Janelle has the beyond disturbing details.
Either way you look at the...
I don't know. Okay, real quick. Let's talk about this before we watch the rest of the video. 9-year-old, 10-year-old assaulting and sexually assaulting a 5-year-old. I don't know. Maybe this is just me. Maybe times are different. I don't buy into that soft shit. Me personally, I'm like, oh, their brains weren't developed and they don't know. You inherently know right from wrong at the age of 9 and fucking 10. I don't give a damn. Like, at the age of 9 and 10, I think that you have the ability and the skill set to understand right from wrong. That's just me. I don't know. Like, I do agree with that, Royster, 100%. We talked about that in the should parents be charged for accidents? Yes, there should be some negligent supervision. Even how the 5-year-old got exposed to this is kind of crazy. It's all fucking bad. Pardon my language. I know I cuss on this channel, but this story is actually terrible all across the board. But like this, like they may not appreciate or understand the consequences of their actions, but they may not. I don't know. They may not understand the consequences of their actions, but I think that at that age they understand their actions. I think they have enough capacity. Now I don't know. It could be someone who have a cognitive or developmental disability. And I understand that, but there are mechanisms. We talked about it on the last live stream where the attorney can petition the court and say, hey, we need to have a competency hearing to see if these persons are capable and understand what's going on and can they assist in their own defense. There's mechanisms for that. But as far as that shit, yo, I don't want to hear it. As soon as I hear the allegations like that, they do not want me on this jury. If the facts support the allegations that are made, yeah. I'm telling you, like, yo, this is demonic for a 9 and 10-year-old to have the capacity to do this. And it also leads me to believe, I don't know what the fuck was going on in their household, but I'm sure that shit had to be fucking crazy. I mean, they probably could have come from a suburban family where everything was great, but I seriously doubt it. This is a terrible story, though. All right, let's go ahead and finish watching this story. My bad, I'm flapping my gums, but the story is just so fucking terrible. It's causing me to talk more than I probably usually do. All right.
Has the beyond disturbing details.
Either way you look at this story, it's just devastating. All 3 people involved in this situation under the age of 11.
I literally saw the worst thing ever. Like,
damn, that shit about to make me cry, bro. That shit is fucked up. I can see the pain in her eyes. And when she described it, that shit is sickening.
And Tavia Kinnebrew, a mother, heartbroken and pleading for justice. Police say her 5-year-old daughter was beaten, scalped, and sexually assaulted. The people that did it, they believe, are a 9-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl.
I saw my daughter unrecognizable.
Kinnebrew says she dropped her daughter off with a family member on September 13th. Somehow, the 5-year-old got outside. The next thing the mother knows, her...
Stop it right here. Real quick, we got to talk about this. They scalped the poor girl. This shit is fucking ridiculous. This is actually one of the craziest stories that I think we've talked about on this channel. Completely fine with them being charged as adults. If it is a capital offense, I'm completely fine with whatever the sanction is. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I know they probably, Supreme Court, I think, has outlined, if I'm not mistaken, I wanted to cover the case, but Supreme Court has outlined that death penalty cases can't apply to children. And there's another case that was applicable, but I'm not even going to get to that part. I just want to get through this story so we can get in this indictment. But you also have to have some discernment with who you leave your kids with. I don't know how a 5-year-old gets outside of my home without me knowing. I just don't know. I've had at this age, at this big ass age I'm at now, I don't want no little kids, but I've watched kids that were 5 and 4 and 3, and like they aren't just like going out of the fucking house and I don't know that they're leaving out the house. Like that's just it just doesn't happen. So you have to be tactful with who you leave your kids with, even if it's family. Like y'all laugh, like real talk. My daughter don't spend the night over. It was only one friend of hers who I would let her spend the night over, and that her friend's mother and father was there. I'd be like, "What? Their father there? Nah, you can't go. They can come over and stay the night here. You can't go over there because people do some fucked up type shit, and I ain't the one. It's better. I don't want to have to kill nobody, so let's just do what we need to do to make sure my baby girl's protected." And I don't have to knock nobody muffin top off. All right, let's go and finish checking out the story.
A little girl is being treated by paramedics. Police say the brutal attack happened in a field near East 148th Street and St. Clair Avenue.
Her hair was scalped from her head. She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes was filled with blood. Her lips and mouth was filled with blood. Her nails had dirt, debris of dirt stuck in it.
19 News spoke to Kinnebrew last week. Nearly a month after the attack, she's still wondering how and why this could have happened.
That's demonic, bro. For a 9 and 10-year-old to go and do all of this, one, I don't know, but I feel fairly confident their household situation has to be something that's is unstable in the motherfucker. 2, this is completely demonic behavior. Like I don't know. I even feel bad when a 5-year-old cry. Like this is crazy.
The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office charging the children with some adult-like crimes: attempted murder, rape, kidnapping, and strangulation. Kinnebrew telling us her daughter is left emotionally and physically hurt.
I want her to just to be somewhat of a normal 5-year-old again.
The prosecutor's office says they are still going through evidence and getting new information. Our team reached out to Kinnebrew's lawyer for comment on these charges, but have not heard back. For 19 News, I'm Aria Janelle.
That's fucking terrible. Whew, man, damn. That's actually a terrible story. TC, I agree. Like, yo, you got to be careful with your little shit. Even your sons. Like, ain't nobody untouchable out here. So you got to do what you got to do to protect your child as much as you can. Like, I don't know. Like, even when my kids was like little, they didn't even stay at like their grandparents' house like that. And it wasn't because I don't trust, my parents or nothing like that. I'm just like, yo, I'm just not a fan of everybody, like my kids just stand with everybody. If they stand with somebody, it's for a specific reason. And it's damn sure they not stand nobody. They damn sure not stand with nobody who can let a 5-year-old fucking wander out the house on their fucking own. That's fucking ridiculous. Like this is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's actually terrible. That is a terrible story, and I'm gonna keep tabs on that one because I do want to see how it plays out.